to the Monday Morning Quarterback, episode 23. Please leave a like, subscribe, or a review. It doesn't mean much to you, but it means a lot to us, and we'd just love to have it. So, starting with Kriski, how was your week?
Yeah, it's been good. So, I think we all had a good night Saturday, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was a special
That means
friends.
big 3-0. I mean,
Yeah.
technically it's not. His birthday's in like the 16th of December, but he decided to have his birthday party.
Birthday month, yeah.
Well, some people are going to Mexico.
Why would you change your whole birthday plans to me?
Well,
I wouldn't change it for you.
Not just for you. Well, Elle's birthday is also in December.
And then, but what does that have to do with you and your plans?
But then also Ben has to isolate. He's got a 105-year-old grandmother. Respect to his grandmother. That's huge.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. And people got to go back to Scotland.
Speaking of Ben, obviously he's not here today.
Yeah.
Ill for the 300th time this year.
You can never argue now. But
yeah, he's probably still hanging from my birthday.
That's what I originally thought when he said, "Oh, I've got a banging migraine." I was like, "That's definitely a 2-day."
2 days.
2-day, mate.
It's Tuesday.
3-day hangover.
I wouldn't be surprised with him.
But yeah, so Dad's away tonight, guys. We're we can have all the fun.
Yeah, so we're just gonna throw away the script and do what we
Yeah,
want.
just rip it up. Everything he's worked hard at. No, we'll do it our way. But.
Yeah. All right, and how we start the podcast is normally we go through the unknown player performance.
Yeah, so we'll keep that in. I think there was a couple unknown performances this week. A couple of rookies. So one from the Giants actually in their big win.
Oh yeah.
So Jalen Hyatt, rookie from Tennessee. 109 yards, 5 receptions, and his previous best this season was only 19 yards.
Jokes.
So a bit of a step up. So,
Yeah, man.
What are your thoughts on him?
Do you know what? He's a good wide receiver. It's okay. We've had shambolic quarterback play.
Sorry.
What,
huh?
man?
Mate, they've got the face of the franchise now.
Yeah, they do.
The boy, DeVito.
Tommy DeVito, man. I'm telling you, he's throwing it better than Tyrod Taylor was, and definitely better than Daniel Jones was. He's still getting sacked 9 billion times a game.
Yeah.
But he actually looks like a good passer of the ball.
He's a tough New Yorker.
Yeah,
he can handle himself.
I think that's what most New York fans are just happy about. They see someone who reflects the city.
Okay.
So
I get that. I mean, with the Steelers with Pickett, how they just want to stand behind him.
Exactly.
Yeah, you see a local lad
get dropped.
Yeah.
But he sucks.
Yeah, that is exactly the thing. The Steelers know he sucks, but because he's a Pitt guy, they're like, we got to back him. He's a New York guy,
like
literally
proper New York,
proper New Yorker. Like it's what you expect from a New Yorker, and he's playing okay. He's not amazing, but you'll take Tommy DeVito and Jalen Hyatt. He was a good wide receiver. All he needed was a quarterback who could throw.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know what we do at the end of the season when we're paying Daniel Jones $40 million a year.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know what we do with that.
Yeah, that's future New York.
Yeah, that's future New York's
But
problem,
another couple from the Rams Cardinal games actually. So Greg Dortch. Anyone know? No.
I heard the name in red zone, but
So Cardinals wide receiver. So he had a big week last week actually against the Texans. But then he actually backed it up with his first touchdown of the season this week. But great performance from rookie D lineman out from Wake Forest for the Rams, Kobe Turner. So 4 tackles, 2 sacks. Not bad for a little rookie.
Yeah, they beat up on the Cardinals like the Rams did, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Not pretty.
It wasn't pretty for Kyler Murray. Yeah, he got beat up. Yeah. But,
welcome back to the NFL.
Yeah, man.
what happened to your unexpected player or your unknown the player who you thought was unknown, who is very well known?
I took him out of the list. I can't actually remember his name, but I genuinely.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
That's
what was his name?
Pat Fryermuth.
Honestly, genuinely.
Performance of the week. I know Pat Fryermuth.
Boys, leave me alone. Honestly, I was going through and I was like, God, he's topped the fantasy points this week. Like, who's this guy? Tight end? Not heard of him all season.
Oh, man.
And then, the boys quickly pointed out that, he's a pretty good tight end. And
Yeah.
he's just been a bit injured this season.
Yeah, in your defence, he was injured from like week 3 or something like that, and he's been in and out.
This is why I'm not the expert on the pod. So
Dami, you are a resident expert this week, so yeah.
I mean,
yeah, really
says a lot.
I mean, what does that say about our pod? But yeah, okay. And now we're going into game of the week. So, Bids, you start us off. What was the game of the week?
I think the obvious one is Eagles-Bills.
Yeah.
I think we all knew it was going to be action-packed, and it was a shootout. that went into overtime. But although Josh Allen technically, on stats-wise, he outperformed Jalen Hurts massively.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts led his team to victory. Like, the game-winning touchdown was nuts.
Mate, it was so impressive. Considering first half, like, I think even Jalen would put his hands up and say he was poor.
Oh, he was terrible.
Like,
They scored 6 points.
Awful.
He was
Which
terrible.
means he did nothing.
He was honestly awful in that game.
But my God, the way they rallied, like, and then pulled it back.
He scored 31 second half points, which is nuts.
Man.
Second half OT points.
Yeah.
But I just had to mention Jason Kelsey's block for that for the game winning touchdown. Did you see it? So centers
so
are
good.
freaks of nature. I don't even understand how he did it. So he snapped it and then went left round his offensive line, and then made the tackle to make the space make the block to make the space for Jalen Hurts to run
To
through.
go inside,
Nuts.
Honestly, so good.
Like,
and how
he's so big. How do you move like that?
Big and quick, mate. Because I remember seeing now. It makes sense when I saw his combine how he run the 40-yard dash so quick. I was like, that's why. Yeah, he can actually get there to there. Pretty sharp.
Well, the thing is, the centers have kind of got to be the brains of the offensive line, right?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones. First of all, they're the ones who actually hike the ball, but they've also got to tell. They're also the ones getting the cadence from the quarterbacks, right?
Okay.
So it's probably them two who know the plays better than anyone else. And Jason Kelsey's an all-world center, so like it doesn't surprise me that he did that. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah, and I feel like we've got to mention as well the 59-yard
That was
field goal
wild.
to tie it, mate.
Wild.
Honestly,
Oh my
Wild.
God.
in that weather.
But I was watching, and when I can't remember who the coach is for the Bills, but he used a timeout before to like ice him, but all he did was give him more time to like prepare. So I get it for most part, but that was surely the wrong time to do it. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be a bit of a hindsight saying that, but normally a lot of coaches do that when it's to tie the game or win the game, they will use a timeout to ice the kicker.
Yeah,
They do that a lot.
Makes them just think a lot more than they just go through it. But
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he looked like he just did a lot. Obviously, the standard tactic is just high direction. He looked like he did it so much like lower and just drilled it. Obviously, whether that's weather permitting, just to try and get it as low as possible to not deviate.
He's one of the best kickers in the league. And the thing is, you saw that kick, and then you see, is it Danny Amendola for the Texans?
Yeah.
This is that 58-yard.
Yeah, but that's peak. It got off the crossbar, and then they let him go.
He got picked up this week because they were saying on the commentary, they were like, he was sat on his sofa in Philadelphia or somewhere for 3 days ago, gets the call. And to be fair, his highest NFL kick was only like 50 yards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, his record from plus 50 yards is awful.
Yeah.
Only 50 yards.
So, guys, the thing is, in my head, I'm thinking, if you know that guy's not very good at plus 50 yards, why didn't you just go for it on fourth down?
But it was like fourth and 12 or something. Like that.
Yeah, but you got CJ Stroud and Tank Dell and Nico Collins.
True.
They've been balling all game.
True.
But back to the kick. About just one more thing on the kick. You just saw how locked in Jason Kelsey and Jalen Hurts were. There was no emotion on their face when that win. They were just like, job's not done. Just get back and win it. And I was like, that's why Philly was so impressive. But what are your thoughts on Josh Allen then? Obviously, on the receiving end of the loss.
Did he throw any interceptions?
He threw an interception.
Yeah.
And the thing is, people are like, he played a great game. Don't worry, don't think about the interception. They were up. I think they were up either 7 or 10 points when he threw that interception. And then the Eagles scored a touchdown from that interception, and then they lost all momentum in the game. And so I was like, even though the Eagles actually had more turnovers in the game, that interception changed the game.
Yeah.
So I was like, he did it again, man. He keeps throwing interceptions.
Captain interception strikes
wrong
again.
time, innit, man?
He does strike
But
again.
he did look good.
He
The
looked
way
very
he was
good.
got flying through walls left, right, and centre, and getting first downs.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they were bullying the Eagles in that first half, and then just don't throw the interception. Just don't throw it. I'm sure if they don't throw that interception, they win the game. Again, this is Captain Hindsight here, but I generally don't believe they lose that game if he doesn't throw that interception, and because it swung the game in the Eagles' favour, because the Eagles needed something. They were struggling.
Yeah, they were just trying to find anything to get
Yeah.
going.
So
Just to finish on that, so the Eagles, that was their 14th straight win against a team with a winning record.
wow.
And Jalen Hurts is, and his 8th double-digit comeback win in a row. And that's double-digit at halftime, I think it was, or just double digits in general. But it's nuts. That's clutch.
And what? Yeah, 2 rushing touchdowns.
2 rushing touchdowns. Yeah.
Mate, honestly,
and the game-winning rushing touchdown.
He's just so locked in this year.
Yeah, man, he lost in the Super Bowl last year, man. You would be.
Yeah, I think he's still got it saved as his phone.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's jokes.
Honestly, that mindset, you need to be able to tap into that. But.
Yeah. All right, Dami, you go. Who are you feeling?
So for me, it's the Giants versus the Patriots.
Wow.
I love a defensive battle.
You're the only one.
No, there's defensive battles like the Steelers Browns the other week, and then I feel like this. But
surely it's got to be a battle. That was just defense.
That was Mac Jones just absolute ties around, mate. Like, okay.
Do you know what? I'm just happy that the Giants won another game. So that's why that's my game of the week. That we won another game. It also means that we're no longer bottom of our division. It's now the Commanders because we got the head-to-head.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
shout about that. Yeah,
so yeah, I'm just happy that we are no longer the worst team in our division.
And you got nothing to say about it.
So maybe a couple of good things that happened in the game.
The Isaiah Hodgson's 12-yard touchdown. That's about it.
That's all you got.
That's what I got.
I saw the Mac Jones first pick, I think, and it was so over the receiver's head, and I was like.
They were bad throws.
Just kidding, yeah.
And then Bailey Zappi did one, which was a great idea.
Yeah, they haven't got much luck. They're like, let's just drop Mac for a bit. But you bring in Bailey Zappi and just throws pies as well, interceptions. He's just the swag.
But the thing is, I kind of blame Bill Belichick, man, because people. I can't remember if I was talking to Ben about this like a couple of years ago, actually, about Alabama quarterbacks. They tend not to do that great when they come to the NFL, apart from Jalen and Tua. But okay, look at Bryce and Mac. They're Alabama quarterbacks too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like they tend to do well because they have so many weapons, and then in the NFL you don't have that many weapons, and you also don't have such a great O-line and defensive line.
Yeah.
And so when you're in a weaker team, it shows their flaws more. And Mac Jones, well, Mac Jones clearly, because Mac Jones was never athletic, and I remember we were talking about it before. Like, if for someone who's not athletic, the best thing about them is their accuracy, right?
Yeah, pocket passes.
Yeah, pocket passes. Yeah, he's not even doing that anymore. So there's literally no point of him being there if he can't do the thing he was brought in there for, and he's not athletic, and he can't run past people. He literally can't do anything.
Yeah, it's weird because, like you say, his first season, I feel like he did show a bit of promise where he did have a bit of pocket presence and he could actually hit maybe the odd accurate throw, but that declined now.
I mean, in his first year, he made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I did not. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was like 4th alternate, but he still made it. He still made it though. He still made it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so Kriski, last one up. What was your game of the week?
It was my fantasy dilemma, actually. So I was sat watching the Jags Texans like eagle-eyed this week because I went for CJ Stroud over Trevor Lawrence.
Risky business.
Which it paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah. CJ got more points and I beat Dami, so I just dropped that in there.
Man, everyone beats me. Don't mean nothing.
But Trevor Lawrence came on top. Divisional game. To be fair, it was actually a really good game. Both quarterbacks playing high-level football. Tank Dell, mate, just absolutely bossed it again.
Freak of nature.
Honestly, that little combo, like those two, just.
Yeah, man.
Is he going to enter the Offensive Rookie of the Year conversation?
I guess he could do, but
he could
just slightly.
CJ
but if he plays well, CJ's going to play well, and CJ's winning the race. Okay,
but
I argued against myself.
Yeah, you literally just did. Yeah, you did.
I won.
Yeah. What's it? Sam Laporta's been balling as well for the Detroit Lions, but
Cole Kmet? Is he rookie?
I don't know. About Cole Kmet.
But he's been balling out.
Yeah, but I think CJ Stroud has hands down.
Locked in that. Yeah. But yeah, so that was a good game. Obviously, came down to that terrible field goal, which not terrible, but just unlucky field goal, which gets you released apparently.
Yeah. So I'll tell you something. When I was watching the game, whenever it came up on Red Zone, every time it came up to like the Texans making a kick, I kept saying to Ayla, who sat next to me, that kicker's arms are too big.
He was a unit actually. Now you say it.
Think about all the kickers you see. Are any of them ripped?
I've seen one that played this week is like surely like 5'3". He was he was walking under people's legs.
What was that, Tyler Bass?
I can't remember. He was tiny.
No, honestly, I was looking at his arms. I was like, he's way too wham to be a kicker. Because in my head, I'm thinking kickers.
You're working the wrong muscle.
The only muscle you need are the muscles in your thighs.
Just one.
Yeah,
Just one thigh.
One thigh.
That's why he doesn't kick over 50 yards,
Yeah,
mate.
man,
Like
because
on
he's
the
not
toe
focused.
up above,
He's not
mate.
focused on the right muscles. He's just going to the gym because he's an NFL player. He wants to look like one. No, be a kicker.
Fair.
Be skinny and kick the ball 70 yards.
Tweeting, mate. Don't know what you real think.
No wonder he's sitting at home. He's going to be sitting at home like me next week, watching the NFL.
He is, man.
Ouch. What do players that like kickers do when they're not in a job? Like what? Like is he like just sitting at home doing what?
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
going
probably
to the
sitting-
local
chilling.
park, mate. Just
Yeah.
kicking a few balls, mate.
Yeah, he's probably just practicing in the local high school or something.
That must be the easiest off season for a kicker. Like you just
Yeah.
go to the gym, do a leg day,
Yeah.
then just go out to the field, kick a few balls.
Beat balls for a couple of hours.
Yeah, maybe a
Sounds
few
like a
different
dream.
conditions.
Is it too late for us?
Man.
Oh, it was too late for you before you even
I was to
started.
say, you got
Damn, he had no chance.
damn, he's fake 30, then he's really 30.
Oh man, did you see my field goal at the NFL London?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about
Tragic.
Yeah, tragic, mate.
All right, let's move into our moments of
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah.
Dami, yes.
So, like Kriski mentioned, that Jake Elliott 59-yard field goal
Yeah.
was insane. Like, the time it was in the game, there's 20 seconds left. What it meant in terms of tying the game. The fact the weather was crazy. Like, I don't know how the wind and the rain didn't just take it away. Like, it was so accurate. Like, yeah, that's my moment of the week, man.
Yeah, I wonder what was going through his head there. Like, how you actually prepare is.
I mean, he's probably, the thing is, like Philadelphia, the weather's like that often. So he's probably like,
He's used to it.
he's probably practiced it a lot. But 59 yards.
59 yards.
Is, yeah,
Bare far.
yeah.
That's huge.
That must be that must be the longest field goal this season.
And what was the ones that we did again? 12?
12, yeah.
And that you could hit
Man,
once
I got the height.
and zero direction.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Mate, have you seen the? I don't know how much you've been seeing, like the college roadshow or whatever it's called with Pat McAfee? McAfee, and he'll go to college games and he'll offer kids like their college tuition if they can kick a field goal because all the college kids give kickers so much stick. And mate, the amount that misses there are.
Oh, of course.
And he's there going, go on, 20 grand to make this kick to genuinely.
What's 20 grand gonna do for their college? What's that? That's like a term. No, it isn't.
term.
That's a term. That's a semester.
But mate, they miss it. Like,
Yeah, of course
a lot.
they do. Of course they do, man.
I think.
I still back it. I feel like we could do
I wish
it.
you were there.
Honestly.
I still want to. We're gonna do it at some point in
Yeah,
the off season.
We'll go down to a field and we'll just kick a few. But
I don't know. I need to reassess what I think I can get.
But one thing you see about kickers, you see how high they can get their legs when they're practicing.
Yeah, no, I've got zero mobility.
Yeah, have you got that?
My hamstring
follow through.
Follow through.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
mine
don't
was
have that.
probably about. Yeah,
I knuckleball mine.
Yeah, exactly. You're knuckling. I was like, your technique's all right.
Yeah.
You got them, but I was like, your technique's
Hey
horrible.
man, I wanted to get them.
Fair enough. So, Kriski, what was your moment of the week?
oh man, it was a good one. So the Hail Mary pick six.
Jokes.
Oh,
Honestly.
man.
Jokes.
I was watching it and I just couldn't believe, especially as well. I felt so bad for the Jets defense. They just got them back into the game, and then Tim Boers tried to launch a Hail Mary, 2 seconds to go, and then what's his name, Jevon Holland, 99 yards return.
That's peak.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
99 yards.
That's the dumbest thing in the NFL
They
game
were
I've
talking
ever
about
seen.
half time as well, and I feel like as a coach, you should know better. Not as much as you think there's no risk for a Hail Mary, but you've just got back into the game. You can go into half time just down to score.
Yeah.
Surely you just leave it there and take the knee. You don't try that.
Again, this is hindsight, right? Because I get it, but
Damn,
there's
in hindsight tonight, Jack.
honestly,
Don't
but
worry.
isn't there a part of
Bring
you that
back
goes, we've just got an interception where I don't know how many seconds were left in the game, but there wasn't enough seconds for like if they caught the ball and got downed, right? Like there wouldn't be enough game for them to actually go on a drive and score. So that he knew, okay, the odds are they're not going to run 99 yards back for a pick six.
Yeah.
So like,
no, I get it. And
really
if it pays off, then suddenly scores the level. If not, you're in the lead. Going into half time, complete table turn. Yeah. But clearly there is a risk because a 99-yard touchdown came off it.
The dumb thing is that all their quick players were the wide receivers who had all gone into the end zone, but none of them were near the ball when it dropped into Jevon Holland's hands. Yeah. And he's running like offensive lineman and a quarterback, and you're like, oh snap!
Yeah,
he's gonna run this
is
through.
Just easy for him, mate. This is playing like just running against little kids. Like they just can't catch you.
Yeah, and then the pundits on Sky Sports after the game, like I think it was Phoebe Schechter and Jeff Reinbold, they were like, this guy's an idiot. This guy's an idiot. He should have just told him to kneel and go in. Because then they lost all momentum in the game from because they had 2 interceptions in that. I think in the last. Yeah. I think it was like Tua had 2 interceptions in his last 2 passes. Yeah. And it was like, and you're just giving all momentum away and giving them 7 points.
Because that defense was working so hard in the game. Man.
It's brutal.
They were on the field for so long. I felt so bad for them.
The thing is, like I said, when the Jets have to be the 07, like the 2000s Ravens, where they basically have to keep people to 10 points every game, it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. But at some point, they've got to. So they're going to break.
The best story that I found out about this, and I really want to tell you boys earlier, but I've held off. So going through this, so I want to get this right. So apparently TV sponsor TCL USA throughout the season has been offered promotions, and because it was Black Friday, they offered a promotion where they would give away $1 million worth of free televisions if someone scored a 98-yard touchdown during the first NFL Black Friday game. So they obviously thought it was a safe bet for the company, but the New York Jets had something else to say about it.
The Jets as well doing it.
So yeah. So.
Oh, we need to follow this story.
Oh, I followed it. So judging by at Ben Fisher SBJ, he was all over this. So yeah, he was giving a thing, and then he's been checking the fine print, and they have confirmed they will give away 84 TVs that normally sell for around $12,000. Winners will be randomly chosen from people who signed up before the game. So they've
Wait a minute, what kind of TV costs $12,000?
One that you will never be able to afford.
Unless you're in this competition and Kevin Holland scores you a 98.
How big is that TV? That's bigger than this whole room.
But yeah, so they've been doing these competitions throughout.
Man.
Yeah.
That's mean. Oh my
God. Yeah, they've been doing these competitions throughout the season, but it's been from ones like one player to get 240 yards receiving or something like that. But Black Friday they were like 99-yard return. Or 99 yard touchdown.
Was it 98 or 99?
He was 98 plus yards touchdown. Obviously, you got 99. So now they're just $1 million worth of TV going to 84 looking people. Mate, what a... Yeah, told you. Story of the week.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, I'll go for mine. Right, so mine was another pick six. Deron Bland's 5th pick six of the season.
Do you know how many pick sixes that is?
5! And the craziest thing about it is the amount of players that Deron Bland has scored more touchdowns than is crazy. Yeah. Right? I'll show you this. Devontae Adams. I scored 4 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins. I scored 4 touchdowns. Oh, yeah, whenever he's not in my fantasy team. Whenever he's not in my team, he'll score them 4 touchdowns. Devontae Smith. 4 touchdowns. Yeah. Jalen Waddle, 3 touchdowns. This was not really fair. Justin Jefferson, 3 touchdowns. Okay. And to be fair, Justin Jefferson was slow in his first couple of games anyway. He was just getting 1 billion yards. Yeah. DK Metcalf, 3 touchdowns. Jeez. Again, had some injuries. OBJ, I don't know why he's here. No one expected him to do that much, but 2 touchdowns. But he's been playing pretty well recently, to be fair. And T. Higgins has got 2 touchdowns as well.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of good wide receivers.
So you set the record, and there's still 4 games left.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, crazy.
That is wild.
That's just insane.
Yeah.
Told you, mate. That Dallas Cowboys defense is different gravy.
Yeah, I've got terrible luck with picking defenses in fantasy, man. Every defense I pick just decides not to forget how to play. Like, I picked the Chiefs this week. The Chiefs, that's a safe option. Trash. Trash. They always concede in the first 3 minutes as well.
That is why you're on like a 1-4 run at the moment.
Yeah, it's not good. I started like I was at 7-1.
Yeah,
7-5.
I think you're down to third now, aren't you?
Yes, I'm 7-5.
You'll still make the playoffs.
I'm not sure. Everyone, there's so many teams on 6-6.
Genuinely, the best. That's
snap.
the best thing in our league. So there's the whole. I think 5 people on 6-6, and all those 5 people are playing different people. So we could all finish on 7-6. That brings you into it as well. So then there'll be 6 people on 7-6 if we all win this week.
I haven't been checking the league table.
My team's
Yeah,
trash
I
as
wouldn't,
well.
mate. I wouldn't. Trust me. It's not pretty for you,
reasons.
mate.
I've
Yeah,
got
you are.
everyone on a bye.
Yeah.
Can we just create our own losers group?
It does split into 2 different playoffs.
Does it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Except for the last 2. And
We need to pick you and English.
Genuinely.
We need to pick a forfeit
See, yeah,
before the season ends, because people won't do it otherwise.
Yeah.
See, I love the idea of just having to get a flight to somewhere and then just sit in the airport for the day and then have to fly back.
Who's doing that?
The loser.
No, I know what you said.
Hey, if we all chip in a tenner, you can absolutely buy a flight to like Marrakesh, and all they have to do is sit
You want me
in.
to fly to Marrakesh for a day?
No, not even. Yeah, you sit in the airport and then you have to fly back
You
all
have
by
lost
yourself.
your mind.
No, that's
You
the
have lost
the
your
loser.
mind.
That's
You've lost it.
that is losing the bet.
You've lost
You
your
have
mind.
you have a day of sitting on a Ryanair flight for like 6 hours plus an airport.
A
Ryanair
Ryanair
for
flight as
6
well.
hours. That's an ordeal in itself.
Mate, that's what you get. This is why you.
I don't think Ryanair can fly that far.
No, I meant 3 hours out, 3 hours back, plus the sitting in the airport for another 6 hours.
I guess we're never getting sponsored by Ryanair after this
Yeah.
episode.
Well, bad luck with that, man.
All right then, let's keep it moving then. So, Dami, your moment to shine, birthday
Yes.
boy, fixed up list.
Still not his birthday.
Still not his birthday, but yeah, we'll let him have this one.
So the fix-up list, there are 3 individuals this time. So number 1, Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach. He is 1-6 in overtime since he took over the Bills in 2017. That's a really bad record.
It's interesting stat.
That's a really bad record. And the fact is, so he's got a defensive experience, right? So you would think, okay, he would lead the defense pretty well. He's also the defensive play caller because their DC from last year, I think he's taken a sabbatical. It's kind of shrouded in mystery why Leslie Fraser's left. But your team puts up 31 points.
Yeah.
And you don't win? Like, that is pretty bad. Like, even if you've got defensive injuries, Matt Milano, Tre'Davious White, you've put up 31 points, you should be able to find a way to win that game.
Yeah, I get that. I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit and go that you're away at Philly in those conditions, and Philly obviously are the best record at the moment. Like, they know how to win.
But then I can say you were bullying them in the first half, and then you failed to make adjustments to whatever adjustments the Eagles made.
Yeah.
And you basically, because they were winning by 10 at half, and you lost that. Like, you need to find a way to.
Yeah, because you must
make
know
it work,
that Philly were going to come out mixing things up.
Yeah, of course. You need to find a way to, and also, so this is me playing Captain Hindsight again. So, so you had 20 seconds with one timeout, and they just kneeled at the end. Is that you had 20 seconds? You could have got into field goal range. You have Diggs, you have Gabe Davis, you have Kincaid, you have got Shakir. Shakir's actually pretty good as like a wide receiver 3. You had 20 seconds in the timeout. Surely you could find a way. Like, if Jake Elliott can make a 59-yard field goal, maybe Tyler Bass can make a 55 or 50.
They're learning from the Jets, though, mate. You don't go for it.
Yeah, but it's not a hell.
TV's at stake, mate.
It's not a Hail Mary pass. They only had to move like 30 yards down the field.
Yeah.
Like, and he didn't even try. He was just like, I'm going to take my chances in overtime. And they did nothing. They got a field goal, and then Jalen Hurts went straight down through the middle of them with help from Jason Kelsey. Like, and now they're 6-6, and they're 10th in the AFC. That's wild.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good for them. So
I think I was listening this morning as well. I think next season Josh Allen moves up to like 47 million a year or something.
That's so much money.
So much less.
That's so much money. And they signed Von Miller in the off season, and he's an expensive guy. So yeah, Sean McDermott fix up. Okay, my boy the Pastronaut.
The Pastronaut.
No, poor Josh Dobbs.
He threw 4 interceptions last night.
Yeah. Wasn't great.
It wasn't great, man.
He came crashing back to it.
Yes, he did. Like I was loving everything about Josh Dobbs, like how he's fought adversity, how he's just been dumped by teams and he's come back and he's still shown to be really good. But 4 interceptions, that's really bad.
Yeah,
and then they asked Kevin McConnell, like the Vikings head coach, what are they going to do about their quarterback situation because they're going into a bye week now, and he said he wasn't sure.
Oh.
Yeah. He said he wasn't sure, and he has to see if Jaron Hall, who's their rookie quarterback, is fit. So like they're thinking about getting rid of him. I was like,
what is Josh doing? No luck. What is Josh Dobbs doing in training at the moment?
Throw 4 interceptions. Like the thing is, the team only conceded 12 points.
Yeah.
So this is in my head, and there's probably no actual science or facts behind this. But I feel if your team concedes less than 15 points, you should win a game.
I mean, that's fair.
15 points is not a lot of points to get. And you can't get 15, you can't get 13.
Yeah, especially
against the Bears. The Bears are not good.
Come from you, your game of the week, which had 17 points in it in total.
He loves defensive battles, mate. He loves it.
But Josh Dobbs, I feel like you need to fix up. You've been given a great position here because it's not guaranteed that actually the Vikings keep Cousins on at the end of the season because he's a free agent at the end of the season.
Oh god, yeah.
So free agent would have busted Achilles.
Actually, it could be a spot there.
Yeah, it could be a spot
there
for you, and you might have given away your starting job to Jaron Hall. No one knows what he is because he got knocked out in the first quarter of his first start when he tried to run in for a touchdown and got destroyed.
There's going to be some crazy QB switches in the next season or in the off season.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah. And that's
especially with a couple of there's definitely going to be some trades and some rookie quarterbacks coming through, and then.
But some of those rookie quarterbacks are likely to take some who people thought would be like secured starters spots.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of space. Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's probably only 10 or 15 quarterbacks in the league.
That's safe.
Who are safe? 10 to 15. Yeah.
Yeah, because you look at how many positions have changed already. I know injuries is a big part of this season. Like the amount of quarterback injuries is just mad this year. But yeah, you look at just how much rotation there has been in that position this year. It's mad.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Josh Dobbs fix up. And last one, another quarterback, Derek Carr. How do you get outplayed by Desmond Rinder?
Desmond Rinder?
I don't respect him that much. I can't be bothered to learn his name properly.
Oh, man.
Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter threw 2 interceptions and he still outplayed you. How does that happen? How does that happen? And now they're second in the division.
Yeah.
And they're actually, I think they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Because that division is
so bad that only the top seed in that division gets a playoff place.
Yeah. So the Falcons are now top with either 5 and 6 or
5
6.
and 6.
And that's a playoff team right there.
Oh, it's a losing record. How you gonna be in the
playoffs? It was like that
record?
last year. The Bucks got the playoff spot, didn't they? For like a 7 and 9. Yeah, something like that.
8 and 9. Yeah.
Honestly, it's an embarrassing division. I think they should actually volunteer the spot up to another team because none of those 4 teams deserve it.
I genuinely think they should just do it based on your record, win or loss. I don't think they should do it on the top seeds in each division and then 3 wild cards.
Yeah.
I think they should do and then if no one comes from one division, just fix up and get benched next season. But that's how they do it. That's how they do it in the NFL. So that's fair enough. So yeah, Derek Carr, fix up, man. Bids, who should fix up?
I didn't really have a proper one, but I did see that the Broncos did a sheep rodeo or something at half time in their game.
Oh my god,
I don't know what that was.
Oh my, yeah, I was
some half-time entertainment. What? This is Thanksgiving. People had like, you saw Dolly Parton. We saw Jack, who had a huge budget. Jack Harlow had basically nothing. What was he?
Inflatable igloo.
Yeah, some like, I don't know.
Paper mache.
Did you see Ludacris come from the sky?
Yeah, Ludacris flying and then they got a pig rodeo. What happened? What are they thinking?
They're getting putting like kids in like paintball helmets and like a little bit of a padding, and then just sending them off on
These kids were falling straight off as well.
There was one kid that was, to be fair, did that, got all the way, then like carried in the pack, and they actually just had to pick this kid up off at the end, and I was like, oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
only in America, man.
So wait, just to be clear, are you putting the Broncos halftime entertainment on the fix-up list, or are you putting the sheep on?
Was it sheep or was it pigs? Was it sheep?
It was sheep.
Yeah,
sheep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Broncos, the head office, the marketing team.
Honestly, yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, from front to back, it was all wrong.
That was a nonsense,
It was
man.
so. Yeah, I did see that. So funny.
Yeah, but I was trying to throw a little swipe at Bryson Young as well, because he sucks again.
I mean, Frank Wright got
Yeah, this
cancelled.
was going to be my question. Why sack him now? Like this.
I don't know. I think they want to see if there's any other coaches in their ranks who could actually coach better than Frank Reich and give them a bit of the season. I don't know if they've got like 5 or 6 games left.
Yeah.
See if they can coach.
If they can coach.
Yeah.
Because you must know it's this coming into this year is a rebuild and like starting fresh with a brand new quarterback. So you must be like give him a bit of time and then to sack him 4 or 5 games before the end of the season.
Well, the thing is, so like we say with head coaches, they all have offensive experience or defensive experience. Frank Reich is known as like a quarterback whisperer. But
makes it even more funny.
yeah, but then he's been really bad in his jobs as a head coach so far. So they're probably thinking, okay, we're gonna give someone who's already in the ranks some experience, and then if they don't do well, then we're going to just hire externally. But the problem is that with Bryce Young, because remember they don't have.
I call him Bryson. Didn't
Yeah, he did. I mean, he doesn't deserve
Boys
respect
and your
either.
quarterback names today, Derek Rinder.
I was thinking of Judge Rinder. My bad.
Jokes.
No, but with Bryce Young, because the Carolina Panthers, remember they gave the Bears have their first pick, right? So they can't even really draft a quarterback high next year. So they know they're kind of stuck with Bryce Young.
Yeah.
So like they can't get rid of Bryce Young. So they got to get rid of someone else. And effectively, Frank Reich was their de facto offensive coordinator too. So it's like, well, we can't. The OC is the head coach, so we've got to get rid of him.
It's a mess, mate.
Yeah,
Absolute
it's a
mess.
massive mess.
But that's the Panthers for you, and that's the NFC. So
Man.
realise the NFC took most of that.
Yeah.
Bids, injury corner. Talk to us.
All right, hold on. So I think the main injury. There's always one big one each week. I feel. This week was Jalen Phillips, Dolphins linebacker. Another Achilles rupture, which has taken him out for the season.
That won't good.
It's a lot this season. A lot of ACLs, a lot of Achilles, and players are obviously blaming various reasons. This time it's the field, the MetLife Stadium. Apparently, I don't know if that's where Rodgers did his as well.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Monday night. Yeah.
And was Cousins there as well? Is that are they played?
It's cursed, that stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure Cousins was
Horrible
there,
injury.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones where you can see it straight away. You see, especially when you see it. They're not straight away. If you see it in slow motion, there's no contact. Just a whoop. It makes that sound as well. A little whoop. Peak. And the rest of them weren't too bad. Baker Mayfield's Bucks QB with an ankle injury, negative MRI, so he should be fine. Cam Robinson, Jaguars left tackle, with a knee injury, which probably take him for 3 to 6 weeks.
Did you see how Baker Mayfield got his injury?
Nah, go on.
The Bucks tried to do the tush push.
And what, he just got crumbled?
He got crumbled. That's why you don't do it unless your quarterback can squat 600 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Lo's freak,
man. Because other quarterbacks will get destroyed. Yeah. There's too many players falling on one player.
Yeah.
You don't do that, man.
Crazy. Rashid Shaheed, quad injury for like 1 to 2 weeks, didn't look like it was too serious. Cooper Kupp got another injury. It's just down as an ankle injury at the moment. And then just a couple Browns players because they got moved to. Absolutely moved to. Who did they play? The Broncos?
The Broncos.
Broncos were just moving to them. Jeez. Like throwing helmets at every part of bodies. Like helmets at chests, helmets at helmets. It was nuts.
They're playing a lot better now.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson is out with a concussion. Amari Cooper with a rib injury. But yeah, they just got moved to.
Does that mean Joe Flacco's coming in as QB then if DTR's out?
He's going to be out. He's got to go through concussion protocol.
Oh, well, they still got PJ Walker.
Oh, PJ came in for
him. Did he?
Okay.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah, the last one, just another concussion injury. There's always at least five each week. Yeah. Chris Olave, Saints wide receiver with a concussion. But yeah, that's just a quick roundup of the injuries.
Nice.
So yeah, we're going to take a quick break and just give you like a little shout out to Fantasy Game Day. So we've been working with the guys over there. They've created an app, so it's a way to play weekly monetized NFL. So a little bit different to your standard fantasy football. But yeah, so if you use code MMQBU, deposit £7.50 and enter a lineup, you'll get free £7.50 to use up. So we've been trying it out the last few weeks, and for the first time, I actually finished in the top 20.
Well done, man.
Thanks, boys.
Well done.
I was chuffed. Yeah.
I wasn't.
So, I mean, that's 4 out of 5 technically game weeks.
That we've been in the money.
That one of us have won some money, so we're doing alright.
I think it was just so last week, they had 2 game weeks, one to celebrate Thanksgiving, and then back to the Sunday game. I think it was only Thursday that none of us played. So, boys, tell you what, we're onto something here.
Yeah, man.
But, yeah, so go check it out. It's back to normal this Sunday at 6 o'clock game. So make sure you get your lineup submitted. I think by 5:30. Should do it early to be safe. But who are we picking this week then, boys?
So I'll start. I'm going with Christian McCaffrey. I think that's a safe bet.
Yep.
He's actually cheaper this week than he was in the last game week. So he's down to I think 7,600. So he's a good money wise, and also he's a passing threat. He's obviously going to get many touches in the run game, and they've got a big game against the Eagles, so they're going to use him as the bell cow. So I would definitely go for Christian McCaffrey.
Fair. Yeah. I'm going to go for Keenan Allen this week. Only because CD Lamb isn't in there anymore.
Fitting plan is ruined.
I don't know. I feel like at some point we've got to just play well. And to be fair to Keenan Allen, I think 2 game weeks ago we got like 30 odd points. So yeah, I'm not even sure what the matchup is, but I'm just backing him.
Love it. Well, I'm going to take a mortgage out and go for Tyreek Hill. So I think he's one of the most expensive people on there.
No, he is the most expensive player.
But I think they're against the Commanders this week.
Yeah.
They ain't catching him. They ain't catching him. I'm happy to take a hit on put a $3,000 player in somewhere else, and Tyreek hopefully gets enough points because captain picks a double. So we love it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, remember to download the Fantasy Game Day app. Use code MMQBU when you sign up. Now let's get back to the episode.
I thought it'd be good. As obviously Dad's away, but as we're in this part of the season and we've spoken about a lot, jump into kind of how the playoffs picture stands at the moment.
Okay.
What are your thoughts, boys? And any teams that are actually in the hunt. Who do you fancy? So should we start on the NFC side?
Yeah, sure.
So Eagles, 49ers, Lions and Falcons, sadly, are taking the top spots at the moment with the Cowboys, Seahawks and the Vikings in the wild cards. So what are your thoughts, Dams?
So I think the top 3 seeds in the NFC are pretty self-explanatory. I'll probably say those 3 and the Cowboys are the best 4 teams in the NFC. Yeah. So that's pretty easy to read into. I think the Seahawks and the Vikings are kind of falling off at the wrong time.
Yeah.
They need to be ramping up and getting better, but actually I feel like they're getting worse. Geno Smith is not playing well, and he's getting injured and he's getting roughed up in every game. Josh Dobbs might have just lost his starting job now, so that's no good. And they've got a rookie quarterback who hasn't played, so that's not looking good. The Packers look better.
Well, this is what's right. You look at the teams that are on the kind of cusp of it, and the Packers are probably the most informed team. Like they're looking stronger. Jordan Love's actually feel like he's fighting good games. Yeah. He's fighting for his life a little bit down there. I feel, and he's actually doing all right.
The Rams have had such a weird hit and miss season. Like, they came into it with not much expectation, or people didn't have much expectation for them. And then performances from like Puka Nakua were just like blunt. Stafford was playing well. They just blew up at the start, and then Nakua just went dry for a couple of weeks, and then obviously his first game back was against me in fantasy, of course.
That's the thing. Like they started dropping like average of like 35 points a game, and now suddenly dried up, and then they back to 37 against the Cardinals this week. You just can't pick.
Kyron Williams coming back was a welcome addition.
Bruh, Ben was right about his bankers. I don't think we're gonna do Ben's bankers today, but but he was right. He had Kyron Williams down for a touchdown and I think 75 plus yards. He ran for 700 yards. It was like 140 yards, 149 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, 143.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
Nuts.
Didn't see that coming.
But I stupidly combined that with his other bet, and Gus Edwards didn't score a touchdown. So yeah, I screwed myself there. My bad.
Moving on to AFC then. So bids, initial thoughts?
Ravens Chiefs is pretty self-explanatory for the way this season's gone.
Who do you think takes the 1 seed then?
I don't know. I just can't imagine the Ravens losing to anyone at the moment, man. I don't know what their schedule's like, but I don't see them losing to anyone.
I think the toughest game on their schedule is the 49ers. And the rest of the games they should win, but I think they do have the 49ers. But then, have you seen that Lamar Jackson's record against NFC teams is like 18-1?
I mean, he's gonna win them.
So he destroys NFC teams.
Wow. Yeah. That doesn't sound like it's true.
No, it's true.
Seriously.
It's true. Because think about how many times do they play NFC teams a season? Not a lot. Because they
like 4 games?
4 or 5 games, and he destroys them every time. So
fair, we'll see against the 49ers. But carry on.
Interesting. Chiefs can lose to teams because they can lose. They can. For whatever reason, their defense isn't doing as well as previously. I think we were speaking about it pre-podcast in that they're a team that don't really turn the ball over. They just make stops on 4th down. Or third down. Yeah,
they get 3 and outs. They're not mass. They are good at causing fumbles, but they're not massive team in terms of interceptions. I don't think. And we know their offense just messes around all regular season and then turns it on.
Playoffs come and they just turn it up a gear. But
Kelsey's been injured a bit, but he's not having the same Kelsey season. He's kind of getting overshadowed by some of the other tight ends this year.
Man, he's like 34, 35 years old. Man. He's an old man.
He's planning next steps in here.
Do you know he's the same age as Gronkowski?
What now?
Yeah.
How's that make sense?
He's the same age as Gronkowski.
When did Gronk retire like 3 or 4 years ago?
I know. He's the same age as Gronkowski.
Jesus, he not know that.
Gronk got too many concussions.
He retired because his body was done, and Travis Kelce's still playing. It's insane.
I didn't know that. Were they in the same draft class?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
But
okay. Well, you got then Jags, Dolphins 3 and 4, and then wild cards Steelers, Browns, and Colts. Colts surprisingly having a better season than everyone thought. I didn't think they were going to be there.
This is the part that makes it really interesting because the wild card is so open in the AFC. Like you say, the Colts, Richardson going down, you thought their season's done.
Yeah,
they're in it at the moment, but then the teams on the bubble, like you got the Texans, Broncos, five games in a row, Bills. It's mad how that wild card's going to play out.
Because you can't trust the Steelers with Kenny Pickett.
No.
You can't trust the Browns because they don't have an adequate quarterback.
Exactly. So those 2 spaces could easily come up.
And Gardner Minshew. It's Gardner Minshew.
He loves a little Minshew shuffle. Right?
He does. He scores touchdowns.
I like
the little shuffle, but you can't trust any of the 3 teams currently in the wild card spot in the AFC.
So all the ones in the hunt are just. It's weird looking at the teams in the hunt because you see like Bills, Bengals as the 10th and 11th seed, and just like
Yeah,
Crazy.
imagine if you put that at this stage that the Bills and Bengals were comfortably out of the playoffs at the moment.
Comfortably.
Like, imagine.
Yeah.
But
And
if
then
I was holding a gun up to your head, then Dami, what 3 teams would you say were going to sneak into the wild card as our resident expert today?
Without looking at their strength of schedule, I say the Steelers because their defense is just very good, and I think they still have to play the Bengals once or twice. I say the Texans.
Yeah,
I like
that.
6 seed.
Yeah, 6 or 7. I like CJ Stroud. And then I think it's a toss up between the Broncos and the Bills.
Wow.
I
would not.
You just
I
got rid of the Browns and Colts.
the Colts. No, I don't think it's sustainable with Gardner Minshew and the Browns. They've got such a good defense, but if their defense has one off day, their quarterback play can't sustain it.
And Myles Garrett's got a bit of an injury at the moment as well.
Exactly. So it's looking rough for the Browns at the moment. And I just don't trust the Colts with Gardner Minshew. So yeah, probably the Texans.
Yeah,
and between the Broncos and the Bills.
Chargers.
Wow.
Just come out of, where are they? Scrolling all the way down.
I had to scroll. That's why I went silent for a second. I was looking down. I was like,
jeez.
Oh.
Is it that ugly?
Yeah.
So before the podcast, I told Bids I had something funny to tell him about the Chargers.
Oh god, is this stat man of the week?
Yeah, this is Statman of the Week actually. Do you know the Chargers have the same amount of wins as the Giants this year?
No.
God, they actually do.
We both have 4 wins.
You played an extra game.
I'm just saying, bro. We're just as bad as each other.
You haven't had your bye week. That's why we were just letting you get ahead so that we could.
That's ugly.
That's
We're
rough.
just as bad as each other. So yeah.
Damn. When you look at the team, our team is so much better than yours.
That's a lot.
We got a good quarterback and we've got good weapons.
And you still suck.
Jeez.
Alright. It is what it is.
Sam. Alright. Okay, so I think everyone's, in terms of next weekend, I think everyone's eyes are on one particular game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles, 49ers.
Yep.
Yes.
Thoughts? Expectations?
I would just love to see a game where Brock plays against the Eagles and he's fit for the whole game.
Yeah.
Because I remember we all watched the game together and it was done. As
Such
soon as
a
he
good
got
point,
injured, we knew the game was over.
Yeah, I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, we were just sat there going,
rematch.
yeah, it was just such a dead game to watch.
Yep.
So like watching it, hopefully he stays fit.
49ers defense is a lot more stacked now.
All his weapons are back.
Eagles with the best record. Oh god, it's setting up to be here.
The Eagles defense hasn't been very good.
No.
Like they just conceded 34 points.
Yeah. I mean their secondary is not impressive. They give up a lot of points. And they've been starting poorly in the first half of games.
Yeah, and that's what the 49ers do like to start quick, and
if
Brock knows how to find those gaps in the secondary.
And that's one thing about the 49ers. If you give them a lead, they're not going to give that up.
Yep.
They're not going to give that up.
McCaffrey will just run through your whole team.
Everyone.
Your whole team. He's inevitable.
Yeah, man. And
he is like Thanos, man.
Okay, I'm going to go that far.
The defenses disappear.
No, it's like it happens.
What? Okay.
Just me?
Yeah,
just me?
Yeah, just you, man. No, but yeah, like I would just love to see the 49ers and Eagles play when everyone's healthy.
Oh yeah, level playing
playing field, man. Yeah.
So do you think if the 49ers win, do you think they go on to take the 1 seed, or do you think the Eagles still, with their obviously got a bit of a better record at the moment, they carry on?
I don't know what Bids thinks, but I think if they beat the Eagles, I think they do get the 1 seed, because I think the Eagles will lose another game.
Yeah.
In their next, I think, so what, they're 10-1, so they've got 6 games left. I think they lose another game in the remaining 5.
But you don't think the 49ers do?
No, I think the 49ers. I think the only game they could lose is against the Ravens. But I think the Eagles have been playing with their food too much. They've been stuck.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Just pushing around. What are you
What are
I'm
you
trying to
talking
get what
about?
you're saying.
Yeah, like you
They
can't
don't finish the game, man.
Yeah, like you can't start poorly. Sorry, it's probably the wrong phrase actually. They start poorly every game.
Probably the wrong phrase.
Yeah.
You just made it up.
They're
but
playing with their food.
yeah, but like you can't start poorly every game. Give a team 10-point head start and then keep winning games because Jalen Hurts goes Super Saiyan every fourth quarter.
You can.
Apparently you can.
Yeah, but eventually that catches up with you, man.
Yeah, especially like you said, get a team like 49ers.
Yeah, the 49ers won't let you get back 10 points on them. They won't.
Yeah.
Fair.
They won't. Biz, what do you think?
No, I'm the same. In terms of prediction, I don't know. I just can't imagine the Eagles losing. Like, I just can't imagine them losing.
I really can't call this one. I think it's just so hard because my heart says Brock all the way, legit. Like, I'm like, Brock can unpick that defense. He's got weapons. He's great. But then Eagles just know how to win, and I think to be fair, it comes down to coaching as well. Like,
it does.
Like that's a good coaching matchup.
Well, the thing is, you say Brock can pick that defense apart. Sam Howell could pick that defense apart.
Ouch.
Well, don't put Brock and Sam Howell in the same conversation.
I mean, Sam Howell leads the league in passing yards.
He does.
So, but no, I think, and the thing, there's another weird stat. It's like when Brock Purdy finishes the game and has all his players fit, he hasn't lost. The only games he's lost is either when he's been knocked out of the game early, or because one of his players has been injured.
Gone out,
So, like, when he has all the, like, I think it's Nick Wright says when he has all the Avengers, he's good.
Here comes Thanos.
He becomes Thanos, literally. But, we'll see. But, I think Eagles 49ers is the game of the week.
Comfortably.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Yeah. Tune in for that one big time. Any other ones that take your pick?
That's the only game I'm watching.
The only one I had. I feel like I'm becoming a secret Texans fan. Like, there's the Texans Broncos. That's the only other one that I was like, you know what, that's a good one. Texans need to bounce back. Broncos just out of nowhere, 5-game winning streak. Like, anyone can try and explain that to me? Is it the sheep at half time? Is it like, what the hell is
distraction?
Going on? What is going on in Denver? Like,
I think it's just good coaching, man. I think their defense has improved significantly. I think I was looking up a stat that they're only averaging they're giving away 16 points a game.
Seriously?
Yeah, their defense. After they gave up, 900 to the Miami Dolphins?
900. Yeah, their defense has been crazy since getting blown out.
Their defense is so much improved.
I'm so happy you told me this because now I'm like, do I not play CJ Stroud this week?
I'm not sure you should play them against the Broncos. The Broncos' defense is really good at the moment.
No, I'm streaming them in. Go get rid of the Chiefs.
It's a big game in the, like we were saying, talking about the wild card race. It's a big game.
Yeah, I mean, because they're 8th in the playoff picture, right? And the Broncos are ninth.
Yeah.
I mean, and who knows with the Colts, right? They think they play the Bucks, they might lose that game, and then whoever wins that game, the Texans Broncos,
they're 7 wins and
so
the picture.
Yeah, it's an important game for both.
Yeah. Sound.
Okay. Well, we usually go on to Ben's bankers, but he ain't here, so we'll just skip that.
That's the way.
We'll do just something different, something random. Been watching a lot of NFL movies and TV shows recently. Yeah. So my question to you two is, we'll just do top two NFL American football movies or TV shows.
Oh, okay. I'm going to start us off, and TV show, 100% Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
absolutely.
man, has to be.
Honestly.
What about saying?
Like, what was the quarterback's name now?
Which one?
Not the one that went down.
Is it Saracen?
Yeah, Matt Saracen.
Matt Saracen, man. Honestly, just the most innocent lad. I'm like, how is he a quarterback? And he's there in his front garden with his little wheel, his grandma just like passing the ball.
That's a good good show, man.
And then you had
Tim Riggins. Big
yeah.
fullback.
Yeah, just drinking with his big brother, going out on the truck
man.
with a gun all every
Jokes.
single weekend, mate. Honestly,
Jokes, what a show.
Honestly,
What a
mate.
show. I think we're on like one season too long, but what a show.
Clear eyes, full hearts, man.
Can't lose.
Yeah. What was it? Funny. We were talking about Friday Night Lights. So one of NH's friends, for my birthday present, she gave me the book Friday Night Lights.
Oh yeah, we weren't talking about that. I didn't know that.
So I think it's based on a book.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess probably the movie as well. Probably.
But the movie wasn't very good though. The movie
No,
wasn't as good.
Yeah,
not as good.
No,
No,
they
it was
definitely
good.
did better with the TV show. But what about you, Bids? Any movies?
No, I'll let Dami go first.
So I think movie for me is probably just for what it meant. Remember the Titans.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
just a
gonna
classic.
be one of mine.
Classic.
Mate.
I watched that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Great film.
Yeah, Denzel's acting was just amazing, and like the whole story behind it and the moral of the story was just amazing. So for me, Remember the Titans.
I love that it's got Turk in it as well.
Yeah.
Was it Faison Love or Faison something? Faison something? I don't know. Donald Faison.
Yeah.
And he's there just like, hey, terrible running back, gets
Yeah.
pulled from the game and then like, gets thrown in defence. And then, mate, I tell you, my favourite player was when Sunshine came in. Sunshine! And he's there just throwing the long ball on what's his name? What's his name now?
Oh, I can't remember.
Not Frontier, like...
I can't.
Fournier?
Yeah,
something
like that, yeah.
But I think it's so funny how Ryan Gosling's character sucked. I can't remember what his name, but he was a liability. Linebacker, he was a liability.
That right? Is that Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, man.
Jesus. Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
No way, especially when he tries to get into the ain't no mountain.
Yeah.
He's there trying to creep in. I'm like, yeah, no, mate, you can't do that.
Mine is one where I don't think you see a snap of a football, and it's Draft Day.
Oh,
Draft Day is one of the best films ever.
I watch
like
it
it's
every
so
year,
sick.
just before the
I watch
draft.
I watch it every year before the draft.
Yeah.
So sick. Kevin Costner's sick in it.
Yeah,
It's just so smart, and I've said this to Ben before as well. And he watched it. He said he didn't like it. Purely because of how unrealistic some of the trades were at the end. I was like, don't worry about that.
I just want David Putney just because I goddamn feel like
Oh man.
I absolutely love
You know what? I don't even think we need to do a second one. I think this is good. We'll keep this and we'll put it into a separate segment.
I think we need to dive into
because we need to dive into this deeper, a bit more research to get the top five.
Oh, no,
Okay, now go on.
Can I just say one more? Just because I know if I don't say it now, I'll forget it. The longest yard.
Oh, I mean,
the longest yard.
what's that? Is that top five?
Oh, that's top five.
That's top five for you.
I mean, we were going for like I feel like we're going for a certain theme, and you just gone.
Nah, the longest yard. And do you know what? Just think about longest yard. I was so shook at the end when that warden picked up the gun. He was gonna shoot Adam Sandler. I was like, don't do it.
Imagine that's how it ends.
Yeah. And
that's how we're gonna end.
And Cheeseburger Eddie.
Cheeseburger Eddie. You always gotta protect the McNuggets.
Great film.
Okay. I think on that note, we will release a short on that. I think we did quite a lot of shorts pre-season. We'll do some more in the post-season. But we're looking forward to doing them, and we're looking forward to the next round of fixtures.
Yeah, bring on another game week.
Yeah, right. So see you in the next one.
Peace.